Good day, viewers. I am Mr. Nawaka. Welcome to our program for Grade 9 History lesson. Today we are going to learn about Karl Marx's ideology, which called for a classless society, namely communism. And here are our learning objectives. Define the term communism. List the basic features of communism. Give examples of countries that practiced communism. Explain the following concept. Communism is used to describe the social order or system of government under a communist party, a political movement that believes in an economic system in which the state controls the means of production, everything on behalf of the people. What is meant by communism? There are many different types of socialist theories. Karl Marx was a German who wrote about his theory of socialism in the 19th century. His theory became known as communism. The word communism is used to describe the social order or system of government under a communist party. Marx developed this ideology when he noticed that many Europeans lived in poverty, while few capitalists lived in luxury. Marx hoped that in the end, there would be no need for a government. However, communists believed that communist parties needed to rule countries. The basic features of communism. A classless society means everybody is equal. Nobody has more or less wealth than anybody else. Communal ownership of economic assets means that everybody owns the means of production. Political power is held by a strong central communist government. There is no private trade or private ownership in a communist country. The state owns the means of production, distribution, and it's the only employer. The state controls production and decides what to produce. Jobs are given by the state. People are employees of the state. All decisions are made by a strong central government. There are no political parties except the Communist Party. Countries that practiced communism. Russia became communist in 1917. From 1922 to 1991, it was called the Union of Soviet Socialist Republic. Communism spread to other countries. In Europe, this happened after World War II, when Russia took over Eastern European countries. Russia made sure that only communist parties controlled those countries. Those countries were satellite states. They were independent, but were really ruled by the Soviet Union. The following countries became communist in the 20th century and are still communist today: China, Cuba, Vietnam, Laos, and North Korea. Now that we have come to the end of our lesson, which was communism, let us have a recap on what we have learned. We learned to define communism. It was an ideology that was based on Karl Marx's writings. It was used to describe the social order or system of government established under a ruling communist party. It can also be known as an economic system, which refers to the way that a country generates and shares its wealth. We learned the basic features of communism. One was that it is a classless society. It means the end to the class oppression and exploitation, where everyone is equal. Nobody is rich, nobody is poor. Secondly, communal or public ownership of economic assets, which means that all people must have the right to own property and equal distribution of resources. Thirdly, political power to be held by a strong central government. It means the Communist Party will be the only one to control the businesses of the state. Economic features of communism and political features of communism. There is no private ownership, everything belongs to the state. It is a classless society. Everyone is equal. All credit is centralized in hands of the state bank. Education is free. Jobs are assigned by the state. Political features of communism. It is a single-party state. The theory states that there is no opposition in an ideal state. It is ruled by a single leader with dictatorial power. There are no parliament. The top party members make decisions. It promotes world revolution. We looked at examples of countries that practice communism. Russia was the first to become a communist country in 1917 but adopted capitalism after 1980. China, Laos, North Korea, Vietnam, and Cuba. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed today's lesson. Please take care until we meet again.